What's up, beautiful people? It is your own boy AY Breeze, live and direct here on Casual Talk, and you know I would do it on this beautiful episode of this podcast. So I want to welcome you all, especially as we dive into a very unique and well-renowned individual by the name Azed Production. Is one of person I respect so much, and is here with us today to share light on the craft and the niche that is into, that makes him money, and how he actually juggles the production, the music business, and also the 9 to 5. So you're welcome, my brother. Can you introduce yourself specially?
I've done it already now. It's Azed Production. I'm a music producer, I'm a sound engineer, I'm a creative in general. I'm a creative director, and of course, just like you said, I have a 9 to 5.
So the idea now is we have this. You already know how it goes, but I just have to just still make it known to people out there aspiring to be a producer, or people are aspiring to mix their music business with 9 to 5. How can they balance it? So my question to you today is, I want you to explain in details, step by step, how you actually juggle all this crafts together, 9 to 5, doing the music production thing, having to manage artists and all that. So how has it been?
Yeah, well, I think first of all I would say is based on your mentality anyway. You understand? And what your approach is in terms of what you love to do. How much of yourself are you willing to, invest in it? For me, yes, I am a music producer, and also I have a 9 to 5. I'm both personalities.
Like dual parcel.
I'm the kind of person you call have a split personality.
Also double.
When I'm in my 9 to 5, I'm a different person entirely.
Nice.
When I'm back in my studio, I'm a different person entirely. And maybe because of the kind of person I am, I don't know, I've been able to manage the two personas. You understand?
Yeah.
But I would say that it affects to some extent because
it affects the 9 to 5, or it affects you being a producer?
Not 9 to 5.
Okay.
I would say, because 9 to 5 is the 9 to 5 is the work. So you have to what I'm just to say is that as an artist and as a producer or as a creative, it depends on how much of yourself you are willing to invest in this and how much of a risk you want to take. You understand? For me, it works for me that because I'm not done jazzy yet. I'm not done jazzy yet. So I'll say for now I'm still juggling both, because the 9 to 5 is more of my survival mode. But also I have this mentality of seeing my 9 to 5 as my extra
source of income.
Even though it is my main source of income, right? But I see it in my mind as my extra. I feel like the music is my thing, even though I'm not really paying that much attention to it, which I really wish I could, but sometimes it's the reality sometimes.
But if you have the chance to go back in time, what are you going to do different? Is it the 9 to 5 you're going to dedicate your time to, or the craft, the passion?
Well, I would say that I would have really loved to invest more, in the aspect of production or on my creative art in general.
So you feel like you didn't give it all it takes?
I feel like I didn't give it all it takes, to be sincere. I would say that it depends on what your vision is. You understand? A lot of artists out there, really give this thing their 100%. I want to believe I give it my 100% sometimes also, but it depends on what kind of risk you're willing to take. I think maybe I've not really taken that leap of faith to just say, okay, this is what I want to do. No matter what the opportunity comes to me, I will always focus on this music thing. But to me also, the music thing is not something I'm actually doing because of maybe the income or the finances like that. It's something that's always been with me that I love to do from day one. That is why it's even easy for me to juggle between the music production and the 9 to 5, because no matter how stressed I am, I can always come back to my solace, to my safe haven, which is the music.
The music or the 9 to 5?
No, what I'm trying to say is I'm able to manage both, because the music is more of my save my
Save
my,
even.
my where I relax myself mentally. So it's like therapy to me.
Oh.
You know,
Oh, I
it's
feel
like,
it.
even though it's like a hobby, it's like a therapy. It's something I love to do, and when you do something you love to do, no matter how rigorous or how tasking it gets to be, it's like you're playing because it's something you love to do. So when I go back to the music personal, I'm comfortable. I do what I have to do with no regrets, with no. I don't feel any sort
Pressure.
of pressure. Whatever.
So now, what I actually want to like really get out of this conversation is you've been able to record a whole lot of songs. You've been able to do the music business properly at your own level, and I think there was this thing you had going on. I think you called it wasn't it Beats Lounge, whereby you bring creatives together and you just create like a type of space for them to record and express themselves properly.
Yeah.
So I think I want you to like explain like how where is the money coming from, and as a creative that don't have a 9 to 5 job, what do you advise? And is the music worth doing? Like, we really want to understand it so we can like be on that level, on that scale, to understand that okay, this is what I want to do. Okay, this that I'm doing, at the end of the day, it's going to pay out. Or let me just be finding 9 to 5.
Well, I would still say that just like I said before, this music thing, first of all, is something I actually love to do. It's something that is like a passion to me. It's my passion. So
if you have the opportunity to do it as a career, would you have taken it as a career?
I would, instantly.
Like 100?
Yes, I would.
So
if the opportunity comes, if the opportunity comes that, if I get to work with people and it takes me to that level, I feel like okay, I'm comfortable to face this thing on my own, to give it the 100%. I'm not without a blink of an eye, I'm going to do that. What I'm just trying to say is that whether it's worth it or not, it depends on what your definition of worth is. You understand? So my time is worth it because just like I said, it's sometimes therapeutic to me. It's like my safe place, where I just go and express myself mentally, creatively. You understand?
Okay.
So no matter what the situation is, even though I'm not getting some sort of money out of it, I'm still fulfilled in it in a way because it's something I actually love. But if within this my fulfillment, I get to make some money and I feel like okay, this is that can actually make me say, let me give this thing my 100%. Why not? Something I love to do. If something you love to do is not paying you on a regular and it's really giving you, it's really taking you to places you really want it to, and something you love to do, you won't think twice, diverting that attention to something else,
Word.
I don't think anybody is really out there that really love 9 to 5 that much.
Truth be told.
Yeah.
But what advice would you just give to people that wants to like take music as a career, as a pathway in their life? What are you going to tell producers that are out there aspiring to like get to a level whereby they have financial freedom? Because this the casual talk is all about niche and how we can actually make money out of your craft and people's perspective, like your perspective about how this industry is. I think you're like the perfect person for this. That was why I chose you as the first, and I really appreciate you for really honoring this invitation. So I just want people to know, like, okay, if I want to take this as my, what is your advice to them?
I'm going to say this. First of all, it has to be something you really want to do.
Deep down.
Yeah, deep down. You have to say a lot of artists out there. I'm going to tell you, some of them don't want to inspire because of peer pressure. They feel like this music thing is really bringing money. I got to do this thing and all that. No.
Or is it bringing money?
Well, it does. I mean, if it's not bringing money, of course there's money in the music business. That's no doubt. The evidences are there. You can see the likes of Davido, Rema, Jazzy. It's out there. Afrobeat, the big dogs, making serious money out of it. So there's definitely money in the music business, but people are actually looking at it from that angle and not looking at actually the talent or you being creative itself is actually what needs to be looked into, because you can't just wake up one day and say, oh, artists are making money, let me be an artist. No, the artist itself has to be in you.
That's like that's deep. The artist has to be in you.
You have to have that.
So because some artists are fans.
It's not something. Yes, it's not something you just feel like, oh, no. You have to be ready to invest in it. Invest in yourself. You understand?
Yeah.
Sometimes, so that's where I said, okay, look, like my 9 to 5. Sometimes I get to invest some of my finances into my art also. So if you're an artist that's really serious about your craft, you should be able to invest in yourself. If you have the means, by all means, please invest in yourself 100%. If you have that financial freedom, if you have a financial backup to really, because truth be told, the music itself, the talent itself is just maybe I would say 10% of the music business itself.
10%.
You understand?
10%.
If you really, it depends on what your goal is. You really want to be out there. You really want to be famous and all that. Then you should be ready for the other side of it, which means really, getting some good financial backup and in that. But the most important thing is that, what do you really want to back up?
What do you really want to back up?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, without money, you cannot even blow.
Well, I don't want that to come. I really don't want that to come. I don't want to say without money you can't blow.
Okay.
But nowadays the spectrum now, I'm not gonna lie, because looking at the new age of music right now, I mean, people have different way they relate to the music.
True.
We have the soulful musicians, we have the streets, we have depends on what. So you as a person, as an artist, what are your audience, and do you feel pressure to the blow aspect now is I think it's relative.
Blow, like that's what
it's relative. It depends on what
to like eat the limelight.
Yeah, so it depends on. So I think every artist that is actually out there in the limelight, whether they are doing commercial song on R&B, Thames, for instance, is not the artist that does that kind of that kind of commercial song, but our songs are bangers. You understand?
True.
They are bangers. They are not those songs you may really want to dance to, but they are bangers. You understand? So what I'm saying. So what your definition of blow is, it depends on you as an artist itself. These people, if you look at their history, if you look at the kind of amount of work you are really ready to put in, I think it's the amount of work that you really want to put into this music thing that determines if you are going to blow or not. That is just the fact. Okay. Whether you know how to sing or you don't know how to sing, even if you don't know how to sing, but you're really putting a lot of energy into this thing. You have all the finances and you're really putting that energy because it's something you just love, but you really don't know how to sing, but you just love the music itself, and you actually invest. I think it depends on the amount of time resources and energy you're really willing to invest in this thing. That determines if you're going to blow or not, and that's just fact.
Word. I like that.
That's just fact.
For real, fact.
That's just fact. So whether you're a good artist or not, just time, 10%. The energy, the resources you are really willing to put into your craft determines if you are going to blow or not.
Word.
Yes, the reception of the people matters also. But even if something is even if something is bad, if you keep pushing it to people, they won't good one of these days.
True.
I mean,
they won't have a choice. They will get used
because
to.
they know it's out there. Every second people are saying this thing. So the amount of energy and resources that is put in place to make that thing pop out, it's gonna blow for sure.
True. Whether bad or
whether no publicity is bad publicity.
True. Word.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you listening or watching this podcast, you should just do well to subscribe and just like and comment on this, and you should follow Azed Production for more premium contents like this, because it's really pouring its art to tell us a whole lot of gems right now. And if you are actually smart with what you really want to get out of this podcast, I think you'll have seen a whole lot of things that would have worked for you as a creative or as an artist. So we should be going on a short musical break. I see you're working on something. So what are you working on at the moment?
Okay, we're actually working on Q13.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I've been hearing about Q13, and I feel like the genocide song. I think the genocide song is out.
Oh yeah,
genocide. So I've been like
up about 6,000 streams on Spotify and all that.
Wow.
It's small, but for me,
wow.
Really getting there.
No streams is small.
Yeah.
That's I think that's equivalent to money.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is streams equivalent to money?
Well,
like how many people would have to like listen to your songs before you can convert it to money? Because at the end of the day, we are looking for money. It's this music. There's money inside.
Yeah, well, for an artist like you, for instance, I think it's just he's really putting a lot in his craft right now. So I really don't want to say, the focus is for now is really the money.
On the money.
So he's just putting his craft. Then whether he's going to bring in money or not, it's out there for the fans and for the people that really want to feel the vibe. So the more you feel the vibe, the more you're feeling the vibe and enjoying the song, it's like a way of supporting him, because he gets to make a little thing out of every stream, and that is in every way some sort of motivation that I this thing I'm doing.
With what you just said, I think Q13 you just got a fan because the way you said he's not looking for the money, it's all about bringing out.
They look for money.
So I think
not be saying that they look for it.
Make I just go sign up.
No, he's looking for money. So please, if you're out there, you really want to pump in some money to make this guy. No. Of course, but what I'm just saying is that it's also about the art, and I think it's really about the art. It's really
I've listened to some of his records, and
definitely
I see like
when money comes, that's an extra motivation, and that's gonna push him to that next level. There are some things you visualize as an artist, and whether and the fact is just that if you don't have that resources, you may not be able to attain that. So I think when the finance is there, there's a whole lot more you can achieve. There's a whole lot realm, and he's coming up with an EP called Vasicue. So there's a multiverse of Q that is yet to be explored.
Wow.
And finances matter also.
You guys anticipate Vasicue, stream it, listen and drop your love. It's all love, baby. It's all love over here. So I really appreciate your time for this exclusive interview with you. Thank you for the words you've given to us, and what would you like to leave us with today, just to put a full stop to call it
a
wrap?
I think I want to commend all the artists out there.
Shout out.
No matter how crazy or how small, whatever you don't feel, whatever it is you're doing, never stop making the music.
Never stop
making your create. Never stop making your art. Never stop doing whatever it is that you love to do that makes you happy. I know sometimes you can be depressing when you're not getting the income, but if it's something you really love to do, never stop. Do it. Do it for yourself. See that it's therapy for you. With your support also, you mentioned Beat Lounge the other time, and we always try to come up with our own ways of supporting, just like I said,
ways,
the upcoming artists, I don't want to say upcoming, the underground artists, because the underground artists and all that. We try to see how we can create this platform called Beat Lounge, where there's more of like a recording boot camp and all that, where they can actually come, work on their songs.
Definitely, the link to probably the wait list for Beach Lounge will be dropped. So you guys just registered and just wait for the wait list for you to get updates on the Beat Lounge, especially up and coming artists. I think is it free or there is a pay to it? So we should know.
There's actually a token to it, but it's it's really worth it.
How much?
It's really worth it. It's really worth it.
So basically, guys, I know Azed for a while now, but when he said it's really worth it, I'm sure it's probably going to be a small token to get a big chunk of value. That, to be honest. So the link will be in this description. Subscribe, follow AY Breeze, follow Azed Production to get more content like this. Tune in, subscribe to Casual Talk, and you can also follow on all social media platforms at AY Breeze. AY Breeze is spelled AYBREEZ. So you can check the links down to follow all our social. Comment on what you want us to talk about and what you want us to bring on this Casual Talk. So my brother, what do you think about Casual Talk?
Oh, it's beautiful, innovative. You're really bringing it out there and supporting the arts and supporting the people that really want to invest in one or two things about their personalities, and just like you said, you bring in different characters onto this program, and people get to talk about different ideas, and it's something of value to people out there. So I really appreciate this, and thanks for involving me in this.
Big up.
I'm really honored to be part of this.
Big up.
Just make sure. Thank you.